And if that's the case, welcome Sharkophiles of all kinds. This is our special event. Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. Yay. Nope, I just heard myself. Someone on the Twitch.
I'm on a button.
You're on a button?
I am. Push to talk.
Oh. Okay, then.
Push to.
I don't know what's going on now at this point.
Have any of you guys gotten it to come up and start playing?
Oh, on live? No.
Oh no, I'm watching it live on satellite.
Yeah, I'm on the cable. I know, as we mentioned a few seconds ago, Indiana Jones parody, and then Chris Kattan as the Prime Minister. But now I'm kind of, it kind of gets lost once you like introduce all the cameos. Matt, you know what you could do is, oh no, we don't have it live. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Oh, okay, will do.
Okay, so just one of the characters just bit it right now, so I have no clue who she was, if she was a main character or one out from the last one.
I'm glad they showed the last one before this, because I don't remember like most of it. I think it was just me and Jim for like the second half. Or the first half, I don't remember.
Holy crap, a lightning tornado of sharks. Nice.
Yeah, well, in the last one, from what they showed earlier, they had like all different kinds. They had a lava,
fire, oil,
radiation,
lightning. Yeah.
Oof. Matt, the Kraken run is officially done.
Oh, that is too bad.
He's off to buy more.
I'm drinking a little of the bourbon that got us a shout out earlier tonight.
Very nice.
What kind of bourbon was that, by the way?
Joseph Magnus Distillery in DC.
Yeah, I've got myself some Diet Coke as well as a couple of cans of Miller Lite.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Crazy.
Yeah, going all out.
Damn, if I can't get this to play, I think I might just have to leave you guys.
Aw.
Sorry, I'm trying here.
Trying to think where else they would show it.
I'm going to see if there's another Twitch stream actually streaming the video if it hasn't been taken down yet.
All right.
Let's see, how to stream Sharknado 5 so you don't miss an international shark adventure. If you have a Sling account, you can get a 7 free days.
Yeah, I don't have... oh, wait, hold on.
Oh God! I'm reading this article about where to find it live. Apparently, Fabio is playing the Pope.
Huh?
Get out of here, run! That guy's like slowly moving out of the car. And the kid's helmet is so weird.
Yeah, I kind of missed what that explanation was. It seemed like they were going to launch him out of it. I don't know.
It was like it looked like a 007 scene because the guy had a pen and he pointed it at a fake shark and it blew up. Watch Sharknado Rift Tracks live online.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of things, but they're all like, sign up with your credit card.
Oh God, no. That's like the quote unquote legal streams for wrestling.
Exactly.
Want to watch SummerSlam? Here, give us your credit card information.
We're totally legit. Wink, wink.
Jesus, there's a kill.
Oh, right, she's got a bionic arm, doesn't she?
She's all. I think from the last one, she's all bionic now.
Oh, right. From the third one,
the third one.
The debris fell on her.
Yeah, and then her father, Gary Busey, made her a robot.
Oh, gosh, she should have gone back and watched the fourth one.
I actually watched it today.
Yeah, well, it was on again. It was on right after this, right before this one. So I caught like the tail end of it. I forgot the ending. The last one was just the kid like chainsawing all the sharks and pulling them all out one by one.
And there you go, London Bridge joke, falling down. Okay, here we go. Chris Chan's gonna bite it.
I bet. Oh no! Catan blocked a shark with his attaché case. Oh, and he has no legs. I wonder if that's
actually
slaughtered
lamb. There.
I wonder if that's actually the UK or Universal Hollywood.
Oh well.
No good, Matt.
No, not getting anywhere. I even signed in my SyFy account. Nothing's working.
Jeez. Do you have a mobile phone you could plug into?
Yeah, I got a phone.
Maybe just use the SyFy app, because that's how I used to do it. I think was it the first or the second year we did this? I had to do it on my iPad because I didn't have SyFy channel. Axl Rose.
What? All right, the power of rock cutting through all these sharks.
I guess so. I think my favorite part of all these Sharknado movies is the fact that the sharks go flying in the air, and then someone can just like leisurely hit it with like a blunt object and knock it away. Or a kick.
Right, especially because it's like something that's like 8 times the weight of someone,
Right.
It can just easily deflect without any recoil or anything.
Oh shit, Axl Rose on a bus. My phone is working now.
Oh, good.
Oh, nice. Are you able to get a stream?
Sweet.
So who's the dark-haired chick driving?
I don't know. There's a lot of these characters where you're like, you look away for a second, you see them in the frame, and you're like, are they gonna die? Are they just there? Are they like someone famous that you're not familiar with?
It could also be because didn't the third one they replaced the teenage daughter with like another actress, and they made a note of that.
Well, they did that. I think they did that in the fourth one as well.
So at this point now it's kind of like a change.
But I did hear them say something to the effect of, "Oh, the other two kids are like back in the States, like trying to recover from the last Sharknado attack." Oh. And
it's great launching the London Eye pods to take down sharks.
It's Chris Kattan.
Yeah, Chris Kattan as Prime Minister. He just lost his leg. Kid's helmets. Oh, and Tara Reid just flew away.
Oh, I think I might be a little bit behind you guys. I just saw him launch pods at the storm.
Oh. I wonder if Universal plans on selling that helmet.
No lie, I would think about buying it. Think about it. I wouldn't actually.
Like if they put like a Sharknado sticker on the back of it. Maybe pair it with a fake chainsaw.
Wait, they're beginning the shark cleanup, yet it's still being under. They're still being under attack. That doesn't make sense.
We're cleaning up so the other shark attacks are clean.
Or are they cleaning up from the last film?
I think they were cleaning up. Oh,
They're just piling up.
Big Ben, Parliament.
God.
Iron Man, Tara Reid.
Oh, there goes Big Ben.
Got an army of like 5 people rushing towards the wall of sharks coming at them.
And bullets stop their momentum. Maybe that's Nova, the chick with the black hair.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about her.
Yeah, well, she's been in and out of these movies. Like, well, she
Yeah.
was in the first one, then she was in the third one and the fourth one.
Who's Nova? I really only saw the second one, I think, and maybe the fourth one.
She wasn't in that one. She was in the first one. She was like the random girl who was like, "Oh, I don't like sharks," and then you find out like her father was eaten by a shark or something.
Huh.
Yeah, she was like a waitress that Finn at a I think it was like a bar or something that Finn was working at. He was taking her home, but then like the shark attack happened, and then
Yes. And
then Tara Reid thought he was banging her or
Kill
something.
Oh, the one that thought she was a stripper?
Whoa, they're gonna kill the kid off that early? No, he's gonna survive this. Like, cut to like the last reel.
And I won't. I'm not going to ruin this part for Matt, but that was very interesting.
Yeah, I had to hold my tongue for there because yeah, that's a pretty crazy shot.
There goes the kid.
Wait, the movie didn't technically start?
Oh, I thought I missed it. The opening credit crawl.
Well, it said Sharknado 5 earlier, but I guess they have to open it proper.
Oh God, the Queen.
Did you see?
So, question: Who was supposed to be that? Who was that cameo as the Queen? Was it supposed to be Charo or something? Or
Oh, you know, it kind of did look like Chara.
That's what I thought.
I was wondering, was it Fergie? Like not the original Fergie, not the Black Eyed Peas Fergie.
I thought it was Charo.
Maybe it was Chara.
I got to look that up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it? Oh, that's
Maybe it was. Let's see what IMDb says. Oh, that is Nova. Or is it It's either Nova or Gemini.
ah yes, Charo.
Charo is the Queen of England.
Awesome.
Who associated that one? I mean, why are there dogs? Sharknado. This is special. Brought to you by diabetes.
Taco Bell, Live Boss.
More like live un poquito.
I'm getting a dog commercial.
Oh, you got the Barknado?
Yes. I don't want to live Moss.
I don't think you will.
Moss hurts.
Oh no, a
I don't-
$1 potato Rito. Ugh. In all honesty, though, I probably would eat one of those in the morning.
I don't know. Last time I had Taco Bell, like my blood sugar spiked like significantly,
Oh,
and it was just a burrito. It wasn't like something with like a ton of crap in it. It was like a regular burrito. So I'm convinced Taco Bell does not have real food.
I believe Taco Bell is more of a diuretic.
Chipotle too.
Yes, yes.
That's why I'm a Moe's guy.
yeah, I never had any gastric problems with Moe's other than just being full.
And that's what counts.
Yes.
I have an auto and home insurance video going now.
Oh wow, you got the whole ads. Wow.
Yeah. You guys not have these?
No, we have
Yeah.
ads. It's just I'm surprised considering the app usually cuts away to like some generic BRB kind of thing, unless they change that.
I'll admit though, I thought the Volkswagen ad was we were cutting back to the film.
Oh, with the London Bridge.
Yeah, I was gonna comment and I'm like, figured it was a commercial because the production qualities was much greater than the actual film. So
I should say to anyone viewing at home, if there is anyone viewing, you can join us on Discord, which is a program, and I'll try and have the link up in a minute.
Jen's going to walk in here like, why are you holding your phone up in front of your computer?
You can prop it somewhere.
Thanks.
They do have that ability.
and so far the stream's only showing 3 viewers, but I'm assuming it's myself and you, John.
Yeah, because doesn't it count one as the actual streamer?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, if you have it open, of course, but
Yes. Discord.com. I killed your son. Here we go. If you're viewing the video,
and we're back.
Yep. If you're viewing the video at home, I did add the Discord link. So if you type that in your whatchamajigger of choice, you should be able to join the Discord.
of course the fin is aerodynamic. It's gonna cause him to like fly around through the tornado or the Sharknado. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they need that helmet to do something useful.
I'm hoping that thing's got a camera on it and they're gonna have cut to a POV shot from the, from the kids in the Sharknado. The Hindenburg XP3000. What is that?
That doesn't sound very safe.
Oh, of course.
We're getting him back.
It's exactly as I thought it would be.
Okay, so we can confirm that is Nova and not Gemini.
Yeah.
I think Gemini was the one from either the second or the third one.
What was it, like her twin sister or something, or
I don't know.
or some other offshoot?
Some other offshoot, I think.
Hashtag MWAGA. Make the world great again. Holy crap, Mango survived.
Mango.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey, guys.
hello, Guy Hutchinson.
How are you? All of a sudden I was like, wait, am I connected? Or have they been listening to me for the last half hour? No.
Have you been talking and no one's been talking back?
I couldn't hear you guys because I didn't have anything open.
Yes.
Howdy, guy.
Hi. How are you, Matt?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm good, but I need somebody needs to catch me up on the storyline here.
Things have happened. Sharks are flying around. Chris Kattan is the prime minister. Charo is the queen.
Charo.
Is this available on like SyFy.com?
Yeah, although Matt was having problems with that, so he switched to the app, and it seems to be working.
I'm about 5 seconds behind them, though, on the app.
Well, that's usual.
I'm on the website. How do you find it? Like, is there a link?
I think there should be a link that just says live.
Yeah, SyFy Live. Or /live.
They keep referencing.
He's thinking what everyone else is thinking, of course.
Sharknado.
Oh, there's the Hindenburg XP 3000, obviously a dirigible.
And it's got a mustache on it.
I didn't see that. Geraldo!
Is it? Holy shit! Oh gosh!
Because who else would be flying a bag of hot air?
Again, sporting a a nice mustache.
I love the gold mustache.
The dirigible, not Geraldo. Ah, 30-year-old reference. Al Capone's fault. Ah.
That was a big deal, though. I remember watching that.
Got a big flop, too.
Now, what was worse, that or Michael Phelps versus the shark?
You already know how I
mean,
feel about that one.
And you didn't watch it. I had to explain it to you.
There was also Telly Savalas opening luggage from the Titanic live on TV. You should never open anything live on TV. I mean, that's
Yeah, open it
how
beforehand, and then figure out if there's
right.
something in
That's what
there.
Geraldo should have done. They open it. They say, "Okay, there's nothing in here. Let's hide some guns in here, a stack of money, and then we'll shut the door
Yeah,
and then do it again." Why not? It's
right.
television.
I mean, it took them 20 years to do that, and then what we got? We got Storage Wars.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Storage Wars is the modern.
Al Capone's fault.
Maybe they should have taken a cue from Phelps versus the Shark and just computerized some guns or something in the box.
Or a shark.
It's hard. I didn't. Phelps versus the Shark. You watched it live?
I unfortunately watched it live. I was explaining it to Matt on the last Adventure Club.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it a little bit. I just didn't take notes, so that's why I'm asking.
I don't think there were any notes to take.
I didn't watch it live. But I watched clips of it afterwards. But and so I didn't. It didn't bother me. But I guess if I watched it for 2 hours straight or whatever,
it was an hour show and then 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I watched an hour. Yeah, I watched like 2.5 minutes of clips on YouTube. And I was like, wow, that was pretty awesome.
You got the best part of it then.
Yeah, I thought. Well, I like the footage that they showed. Not to sidetrack things. I like the footage they showed of the shark, the CGI shark in the like Olympic-sized swimming pool in like the center lane. That's all I wanted to see. I wish they just ran that for an hour.
So I stepped off for a side, but I'm under assumption they actually had it was Phelps actually swimming live, but then they used a CG shark. I thought I was always under the assumption it was just a special where they just pre-filmed him swimming.
Yeah.
It was, in a nutshell, just to recap what I said on the episode, it was basically they spent 55 minutes planning this out, and then 5 minutes to the end they went, screw it, we're just going to have him race a computer shark. It was interesting.
Well, I mean, the dumbest thing is that, like, the fastest human can swim like 6 miles an hour. The fastest shark can swim like 25 miles an hour. So they made it that he came within 2 seconds. But truthfully, I mean, sharks don't understand racing. But if a shark wants to swim, he can swim much faster. It's just there's not much to.
Yeah.
True. Oh, I thought it came back.
So this is Sharknado 6?
5.
5.
Yeah, 6.
Sure?
That's what they've been saying.
Did you get it to come up?
Me? Oh, God, no. I'm nowhere near it. I'm still downloading an app. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it.
He's trying to figure it out.
In the past, I've never watched the movie. I've always either been.
We always end up talking. We always end up talking generally anyway.
I just can't. It's a lot of multitasking, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get there.
No pressure then. No pressure.
I mean, I feel like I've recapped like the generalization of the thing. The movie.
I think I'm just gonna watch Sharknado 4 then.
It's probably the same thing.
That would be that would almost be fun. Like if we had, people watching different versions all at once. You'll remember this, John. You remember the Aqua Teen DVD set that had a play all button where just all of the episodes played at once?
Yes. I forget which one that is. I think it might be 5.
Didn't they release that on TV where they were going to play them all or something, and it was all in little squares?
No, that was the movie. They
the Aqua Teen movie. Yeah, that's right. They played it in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of tons of little squares, and then the smallest square in the corner was the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
But didn't it start off with the actual like first 10 minutes of the film, and then it just like shrunk to the corner?
It was the first 5, the one that they had shown at Comic-Con. And then they like shrank it down to like the size of the logo in the corner. It was special.
But didn't they once run the room? Didn't they do something?
Oh, they did that.
wacky with
April. That was their April Fool's gag like a few years ago. They did it for.
Yeah, they did it like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And then our buddy Lear Bunda was the one responsible for like blacking out like the naughty bits.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen The Room?
No. I almost went to see it when it was running in theaters in Los Angeles. Then I didn't get to see it. And then I felt I kind of missed the whole thing.
I would say hold down till The Disaster Artist, or actually just read The Disaster Artist.
Read the read the book.
Yeah.
That's funny. Read a book.
Read a book. Just read
actually,
a book.
Better. It's better to listen to the Audible version of it.
Is it read by James Franco?
No, it's read by Mark Sestero, the guy that James Franco is not James Franco. Dave Franco is playing.
Greg Sestero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Testosterone.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've got the book. I need to read the rest of it.
I should buy that on Audible. Trying to become more of an Audible person now that I'm sharing an account.
Oh, I just downloaded the Audible app due to Dr. Katz.
Yeah, I downloaded the first episode there.
That was great. You guys were great with that guy. That was fun.
Oh, thank you. It was a fun episode.
It really was. He was so deadpan. It was amazing.
Wait, we got to use a ski as a propeller.
Wow, sounds like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Let's check out our tools.
Robot Tara Reid is doing her Iron Man thing.
Oh, Tara!
Oh, go Gadget Rocket Boots.
Guy, do you want to regale us with your story about meeting Tara Reid?
I don't have that much. I hung out with Tara Reid quite a bit, though. We ate dinner. She refused to eat pizza. We hung out 2 different nights in Miami. She is ridiculously skinny, and I don't know. She's funny. She's a very funny person.
And the pizza.
Yeah, she picked up. If you guys haven't heard me tell this, there's not much to it, but she picked up a slice of pizza. She sniffed it, and then she said it had too much cheese on it, and then she threw it like sauce down on the table in the hotel room. This was not her hotel room, and then just walked away.
But didn't she say she was sprinkling like Molly on one of the pieces?
She said she was putting Molly dust on it, and we were all going to eat Molly dust. She's a party girl.
Of course.
And of course, as a party guy, I was a perfect person to be. Yeah, she was great though. She was a lot of fun. She drinks. I don't know if she drinks a lot, but she gets drunk. But she's also she's like 48 pounds.
So it doesn't take much.
Maybe, or maybe she's just super good at it. I don't know. Maybe
a hell of a tolerance.
But she's very nice. I will just. I'll definitely say that she was not at all like. I mean, for all the things you could say about somebody, she was very pleasant, very nice to you.
That's good.
That's good.
Her hair smelled terrific.
The important question.
Compared with previous hairs that you've smelt.
Yeah, because compared to the other female celebrities' hairs I've sniffed, it's right up there.
I don't know what was going on there.
Who's the ice skater?
I don't know. I should probably, you know what? I'm just going to perpetually have IMDb open to see who everyone is. So they're back with Finn's son in Kansas now.
I do like that they're playing Offspring during this part.
And I should mention to Guy, another person you were friendly with at SuperCon, Nichelle Nichols. played
Oh my God, man.
Secretary General of NATO.
No, her we
NATO,
sat around and
NATO, right? Like a Sharknado.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Sharknado.
on IMDb it says NATO.
Ah, gotcha.
And then we confirmed earlier that Fabio was playing the Pope.
All right, now we're on dog sleds.
Yeah, I don't know who that.
They're going slower than they were on the.
Oh, that was Brett Michaels earlier. That wasn't Axel.
Yeah, they made a joke that they thought it was Vince Neil.
No.
At least I think that maybe it was just my initial reaction.
I'm not seeing anything about the ice skater.
Thought it'd be like Tara Lipinski or something. Yeah, they are going really slow on this dog sled.
Oh, there's Gil with his weird helmet.
So call it time warp, dimensional rip. What is it that they just flew through? Oh God, is this gonna be a Planet of the Apes bit?
Planet of the Sharks.
So Abraham
no.
Lincoln's face is going to be a shark at the
Oh
end.
no.
And it looks like they're in Australia now or something.
No, they
I'm
did.
so confused.
Oh boy.
Well, of course, it's Australia.
We'll throw you a Foster's.
Screw Foster's VB.
I don't know any other Australian beer.
Well, there's two E's, and then those are the only three I know.
Stay still. We're going to toss down a rope.
I gotta say, that was a pretty sweet uppercut to the shark.
And commercial. Oh, Snap for bonus content. If I had Snapchat, that would mean something.
Yeah, I don't have Snapchat either.
I had it. I deleted it. I'm good.
Wasn't Snapchat always for dick pics?
I think it was for porn.
Yeah, for
I think it
most
was
part.
for porn for a while, and then they changed it so there's no more porn. And that's
No,
why I
it still
quit.
is.
No, I'm
And that's why you stopped using it.
kidding. No, I really never used it. My better half was like, "Oh, Snapchat, cool," and like she'd use it every like month, and I'd use it like every couple of months, and we're like, we're good.
Well, the thing is, Instagram like ripped off pretty much the majority of the features that Snapchat was using, and that's
Yeah.
now more popular than Snapchat.
Well, I thought the
At
big
least
thing
from
about
our standpoint.
Snapchat was that it erased it after 10 seconds or something like that.
I don't know.
Or you could erase it or something like that.
Yeah, that's if it was like direct, if you were direct chatting with somebody. But like most of it, like the storylines and whatnot, you could do like 5 second, 10-second clips, and then they're only available for 24 hours,
I got
like
you.
by default.
It was a something. So going around, what is everyone's favorite shark? I mean, I guess I have to say the great white, because that's like one of the only ones I remember.
I like
That's
the
what Jaws
hammerhead.
was, right?
Yeah, that too. I like Jaws.
I mean, the hammerhead
Hammerheads
shark
are
just
awesome.
looks good.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
switched
Yeah.
headsets. Hammerheads are awesome. The iridescent sharks are great because you can have them in your house.
Oh, are those the baby sharks?
They grow full to adulthood, but they're still the size of your like finger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
they're
also
the
So
ones
heard
you get
tiger
the best.
sharks are kind of cool.
What about nurse shark?
They're
Those are
big,
the ones
aren't
that are
they?
like they're kind of like they don't got like sharp teeth. They eat
Yeah.
like mostly krill and shrimp.
They're almost whale-sized, aren't they?
Yeah.
anyone else used to like shark bites?
I like it.
Oh, by the candy, not the candy, but the fruit snack. I mean,
Yeah.
essentially it's candy, but
Yeah, they were like gummy bears almost.
well, that's the thing. They also had like a girl version. Well, not girl, but like a separate one where it was like bears, wasn't it?
I think
Like-
so. There were boy-girl stuff for everything in the 80s and 90s. Good times.
Good times.
Oh, I just reminded. Like, remember, they had this promotion where it was like, okay, we're introducing the great white shark, and it was just like
Yes.
and everyone went nuts for it.
Well,
It was like
it was
one of them was like, oh, one of the packs will give you gold sharks if you get that. You know, you win some.
Oh
prize
God,
or
I
something.
remember that.
I was like, if I had gold fruit snacks, I mean, I wouldn't eat those. Or I mean, I would want to eat those. I wouldn't dare. You know,
I always wondered
turn
if you
them in.
could tell the difference. If you could tell it was gold and not just a yellow one.
Oh, that's right. They did have the yellow ones,
Uh-huh. I wonder how many kids ate the gold one
not knowing that it's
accidentally.
that was probably the plan.
Yep.
We'll make it this almost the same exact color, and if kids eat them, hey, that's more money for us.
Or better yet, if someone comes in to cash it in. Hey, I got a gold one. Nope, that's yellow. Get out of here, kid.
Oh, Dino Girl's got a new show.
Oh yeah. Oh, on what's that program? It's that app, isn't it?
Well, she's just showing the commercials on Food Network. I don't know. I got the audio down. I couldn't hear anything right now. What it was
Oh.
saying.
Yeah, I think.
But you see that the reboot of Electro Woman and Dino Girl?
I haven't seen it yet, but Colleen is a big fan of what's her face, Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart and
Yeah.
Mamrie. But I'm pretty sure I saw it because she was saying about there's some new app that has like a bunch of new like original content, like along the lines of CISO. I wonder if these are real. I mean, obviously the NBC stuff is real programming. I wonder if like the UK and the Australia stuff is real.
I don't know. They must be pretty damn good actors because they really seem like they're actual announcers or newscasters.
Oh, the app is called Full Screen. It's got a bunch of those Grace Helbig, Hannah Hart, Mamrie Hart original programs.
Is Tara reading a bunch of pieces?
Yes, she's bisected.
Okay.
Oh, she's a robot.
A robot?
Oh, and cameo alert, Matt. And anyone else on the guy? I don't know if you loaded up the app.
I'm working on it.
Oh, that's all right.
You do you, guy. You take your time.
I think
Matt-
I have the app loaded here on Roku. I signed in with my
on
password.
on Roku, I don't know if they have a live component. I know Apple TV doesn't have a live component.
Well, then I might not have one. I'm
Don't-
working on it.
Usually on a phone or a
I
tablet
just-
they have it.
I just signed on this stupid thing. I don't think there is one. Looks like there's a show called Blood Drive I could watch.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's a new thing. That's interesting. But yeah, Olivia Newton-John
Trailer
is
Park Shark.
putting-
I can watch that.
Olivia Newton-John
Trailer Park
is putting Tara Reid back together. She's getting physical.
Yes.
Hey, since this is a monster movie, I wanted to ask if anybody's watched. I watched it last night. Shin Godzilla.
Oh, I've been wanting to see that.
Yeah,
I had
that's
a
on
friend
my
of mine
list.
spoil
I
it
haven't
for me
seen that
recently.
yet either.
Yeah, I wanted to see it when it had its 1 week run, but I didn't get a chance. And then I did watch it. I think it came on streaming and everything else like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I just watched it last night. It's weird. So nobody else but me has seen it.
No,
No,
not
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet.
All right. Well, it's like a lot of Godzilla movies, the beginning is really great. The beginning is really great on this one, and the end of it is really fun. And then the middle is just a lot of people sitting around and watching Godzilla do the same thing over and over.
I heard this
Well,
one had a
yeah.
lot more political arguing, if you will.
Yeah, it was
well,
satire
so
on
did you see
the
it,
whole
or did you not
bureaucracy
see it?
over cleaning up the emergencies. Like, what do you call it? They're satirizing what they're doing with the was the
Like
Fukushima.
Fukushima.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, but are you guys saying you heard somebody say this or that you saw this?
No, I heard it. I heard
Right.
the reviews.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean they kind of do that in all. Yes, they're very much. It's very much where like the Japanese don't want to hurt it, and then they're like, oh, there's this animal rights group that wants us to take it alive, and there's a lot of that stuff. But I feel like that stuff happens in all the Godzilla movies, but it is more so in this one.
Huh.
But I feel like all the Godzilla movies kind of drag in the middle, like that's kind of.
Yeah, that's a thing. I think all
I mean,
monster
I feel
movies
like-
do that.
Yeah, I feel like there's
now,
only.
like, this is the part that's dragging right now. Like, they're putting Terry together. What they're gonna do now? Like, arguing over something.
Yeah, they're holding off on the Fabio cameo and a bunch of others. That I won't
Ian is
mention.
acting the hell out of this scene.
William Patterson's own Ian Ziering. I read recently he's making more money on this than Gal Gadot made on Wonder Woman.
Ooh, that's gotta sting.
Yeah. As someone put, as a friend of mine put it, it's not like a a sexist thing. It's more of a Ian must have a really good agent. I missed it. Did they find the kid?
No, they did, but then he disappeared through one of the vortexes, and then they went through another wormhole and they ended up in Australia.
So are these Dark Tower-like portals?
I guess. I never saw Dark Tower.
I was reading it's actually trending to be #1 this weekend.
Oh, really?
Surprisingly.
Yeah, my
have to
couple
look that
buddies
up
and I
again.
saw it today.
I was going to see it, and then I decided to take a nap after I got off work so I could do this.
Yeah, I'm going to probably have to call it at 9. Leave you gentlemen. So it'll be about 10:15 or so that guy gets the app downloaded, right?
Maybe.
I do not think that I will ever get the app fully downloaded. So I did all that with Roku, and I can't use it on Roku. So now I'm on it. But I mean, like, I can't do it on my phone because that's what I'm talking to you guys on. I could power up my laptop and do it on that. I'm trying to do it on my Kodi right now,
Maybe
I don't know.
maybe Cody would work. I don't know.
Well, Cody was like telling me to download the app, and then I went to go do that, and it was having some kind of Wi-Fi issue, which I don't understand because I'm in the same room with it, and I'm having no Wi-Fi issue with anything else.
Technology.
It's a total. I think it's just trying to shut me down.
Sharknado is working.
I'm gonna try this for 2 seconds. Then, so you're saying if I log on my computer, I can just go to a website and I'm set. Right?
I would say if you can do it like on an iOS app on your phone, on a tablet.
iOS, what is that? That's iPhone, right?
Yeah, I mean Android.
I don't own I don't own anything with iOS.
Well, Android's
I'm doing it on
probably-
Android.
Yeah,
Android. Okay.
Okay, so you can do it on Android.
But then that's how I'm talking to you guys.
Oh well.
But I have another tablet somewhere. I just doubt it's charged.
Oh well. Dope.
Might be. I don't think so though.
The way Universal has their apps situated, it's like you can only view stuff.
I mean, I guess I should have
apps.
prepared that first instead of the chat app. I guess
The chat seems to be easier.
the chat I downloaded in like 2 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, I'm already on them. This is great."
It's very simple. We've been using it a little bit lately.
I've been using
Discord's
Discord.
like the go-to for a lot of gaming and all other like multiple app running things like on phones and on for PC.
Mm-hmm. All my
I was
Overwatch
watching,
use this.
and you guys are broadcasting on Twitch.
Yeah. I think.
Here's a bit of trivia for you. So I am my headphones, my Bluetooth headphones died, so I switched off to my other headphones. These headphones are they're a pair of Continental Airlines headphones with the double jack. Like
the old school one.
And so I'll have to take a picture of it. So I cut off one ear of it and I just kept the other ear because they still work. And so I got one ear and it hooks over top of my ear and it says Continental, which isn't even really a thing anymore. Continental is like
United, and they're not as good.
So I'll have to take a picture of this thing later for you guys.
I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed by that jury rigging.
So we have another cameo. Tony Hawk just showed up on a skateboard.
Tony Hawk.
Skating up the Sydney Opera House.
By the way, the Sydney Opera House just went all Boulder Hill gas station like from Mask.
Yes, it opened.
That's a good comparison.
Good deep reference there.
Huh.
Oh, so he had to. Oh, so it hasn't fully opened up yet.
They're opening it up piece by piece.
So why is her hair pink now?
It's an upgrade.
Okay.
I feel like the crazy hair thing is reached such critical mass. It's not like at all interesting anymore.
Yeah, in fact, I think earlier someone at NATO had like pink hair or something.
Yeah, like if I go to a store, like if I'm at a CVS or a Walgreens, and there's a cashier that doesn't have crazy hair, I'm like, whoa, look at that girl. She's out of control with her natural hair color. Or
You know what I found interesting? There was a video I watched earlier with a gentleman. He had a blue beard.
Okay.
Like the pirate?
I guess no. He
Or
actually
it dyed like not blue.
Yeah, he dyed it blue.
Ah,
That's cool.
I'm like, that's different. That you don't see every day.
It's something you remembered, right?
the Blue Meanie does his beard in blue.
Oh, that's true.
So here's a question I have for you guys. So if you guys are on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to see this Twitch feed later, Do I have to watch it in its entirety? Can I skip through it? Is it available later? How does that work?
It may be available later on Twitch. I think they give it to you for a limited time, but I also have the option of throwing this on YouTube, which I'm probably going to end up doing.
Well, the reason why I ask is because I was watching some of the Wrestle Circus show last night, but is there a way like to skip around with that stuff, or are you just got to sit through the whole damn thing?
I mean, you could probably skip around, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's usually one of those things that's temperamental.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you're going through their archive videos, then yes, you can skip around. But sometimes they do this thing called VOD, but it's not really VOD because what they do is they just line up their past videos and run it as if it were live. In that case,
as if it was a channel.
Correct.
I see.
All right, gentlemen. On this commercial break, I'm going to have to bail on you, I believe.
Yep. So it sounds like you're leaving soon.
I am. You all have a great evening.
All right. Good night, Matt.
Good night, John. Guy.
Good night, Matt.
All right.
I'm going to watch Sharknado 4. So I'm giving up.
Go watch Sharknado 4 and let us know what it's about because I have absolutely no idea.
I'll remind you as we go along. I'm going to try one more time.
I mean, like I said when we started, I caught like the tail end when it was on earlier, but
they played it. I'm so excited that this thing is stuck around because like the remember Snakes on a Plane?
Yes.
Like that was supposed to be a thing. But, it ended up, it was like opened in theaters, didn't make enough money. But they were like, hey, we're running it on SyFy channel and we'll just, up the camp even more. And I like that they're still doing it.
Yeah,
it's still
it's like a big thing, Asylum, because they make those crappy, rip-off movies. And then they have Sharknado. And I was actually wondering earlier, because I know they did last year, Lava Lantula 2. But I don't know if they're doing another one this year.
Ooh.
Lava Lantula, that was the one with Gutenberg, right?
Yep, the Goot.
Did he come back for the second one?
He did. I haven't seen it. I saw the first. The first one was like probably parallel to the original Sharknado, where it was that same amount of like goofiness with like the random cameos. Like his sidekick is the fat kid from Sandlot. Let's check out SyFy. If I can spell it.
Did you guys see Kong Skull Island?
I did. I have to go back and watch it because I was kind of half paying attention to it one night.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually fell asleep watching that one. Not that I was boring. Really? I was just dead tired.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started it last night after Shin Godzilla. I've been waiting to see that as well. Bart Scott, my buddy and co-podcaster, loved it and called me like the night he saw it. And I was like, if I didn't have a 6-year-old, I would have been to see it tonight. And so now I've been putting it off, not for any reason. And just, I also I really wanted, and this did not happen last night. I wanted to watch it in one sitting, but I watched like 20 minutes of it. Just loved every minute of it, but I had to go to bed. 2 movies is a lot. That's a lot of movies, too.
Yeah.
I was really hoping I could do a double feature, though. I got, and I did it, I think, in the right order, too, because I think Godzilla would drag more because, even just it's not an American-type movie, which runs I mean, for God's sakes, the first 10 minutes of King Kong is like moving all over the place. It's, All right, Sharknado 4. I'm putting that on now. SyFy presents Sharknado 4. All right. See, now I feel like I'm on the same page as you guys. I'm watching people get eaten by sharks.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is the different cameos.
Yeah, there's the different order.
And it's safe to say no Jared from Subway.
Was he in the second one?
He was in the second one, and he was just about. They had announced him for the third one.
Oh, and that's when everything went down.
And that's when everything went down.
Now I have never seen Sharknado 4,
so you're about to.
I'm watching it. I'm looking at it while I'm talking to you guys. So
okay.
They're on the ride at the beginning.
Yeah, see if you get anything from it. The only thing I remember is what I just watched earlier.
Yeah, I remember, unfortunately, I was tied up that day.
Well, that was the
That
first
couldn't be.
year that they moved it to a Sunday.
Yeah.
Which, as I was talking to Matt the other day, I said, I actually preferred it on a Wednesday versus a Sunday night.
Yeah, that's what you said on the show, and I agree. It was like Wednesday, it's easy, Sunday they moved. I had a wedding that day, so.
Yeah, Sunday I feel like people are more preoccupied. Like normally I would be out and about.
Right.
But this week I had a reprieve.
You saw the story that they were working on having Donald Trump and Sharknado 2?
I did read that.
I believe it. I mean, that doesn't seem at all surprising.
No, I mean,
even if they were if they said we almost got Obama to do Sharknado 2, I'd be like, yeah, well, that makes sense.
Well, the thing is, it makes sense for the time because he was still doing The Apprentice.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised at the next Sharknado if they could get Obama. I mean, it's like, who wouldn't do this? I mean, it's like it's
Obama as a civilian.
Yeah, it just feels like, yeah, exactly. He's not the president, and he just plays a guy.
Well, have they gone to Chicago yet? I mean, there you go.
Yeah, they did show Chicago in the last one when I was watching.
Oh, okay. There.
But they've been all over at this point. I think the only place they've been to space.
Have they ever done a left shark Katy Perry joke in one of these?
I'm not aware if they have. I want to say no, but see if you see one in the fourth movie.
I'm looking.
Yeah, because it would have been around that time for the fourth one, right?
Right. I think personally my favorite has to be the second one because it's New York City and just so many random cameos.
I want to watch these the second one I think was the one we had the most fun talking about.
Yeah, that was our first live show.
I do want to watch these as a marathon. Yeah, second one, my favorite part in the second one is there's a scene where they're in a hotel lobby and there's a guy just away.
He's just hanging out there doing his job.
He's doing his job. He's like on the computer. He's like, well, I do need to move some people. There are some rooms that need to be booked. He's like, the actor just was like not selling that there was a damn Sharknado in town.
It was the equivalent of the ending to Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
My favorite part from that, when they go to Citi Field and Richard Kind, is it Richard Kind is the guy in the baseball hat? Yeah. And he just takes the bat and he swings and hits the shark.
Did he point out into the crowd?
I think he did.
As he did.
Although there was no crowd left, but he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
I have not been to Citi Field yet, which I feel bad about because I went so many times to Shea. I even went to one of the last games there, and I kept thinking, oh, well, I'll go next season. I still haven't been.
I've only ever been to the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, the only time, here's something funny. I never saw a game at the old Yankee Stadium, but I was there for 8 hours shooting Anger Management with Adam Sandler.
Oh, God.
And
what's his name? It.
Yeah, and what's the guy? Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And I was an extra in that. I was a paid extra in that, which meant I got like $70 or something.
That's pretty cool.
But it was something. We shot all night. Sandler was really cool and made a lot of effort to try to make everybody happy. I got to shake hands with him like 8 times, and at one point pet his dog Meatball. They had maybe 100 extras, probably less, and a lot of cardboard extras, and they would move us around, and we had to have 2 shirts so we could switch shirts. Okay. I hated the movie, and I was so disappointed because I like Adam Sandler, I love Jack Nicholson, and that movie just bothered me to no. And I love Woody Harrelson, and that was just one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God! Now
I went back recently and looked at it to try to find myself, and I was like, you know what? I'll never find myself because I vaguely remember what I was wearing, but I'll never spot myself.
Now, do you remember the warm-up comic?
No, I don't. I don't think there was one.
Because according to his IMDb, we had a gentleman by the name of Dante. He's a comedian, and his IMDb says he was the warm-up comic. That's like his thing. Like if they have like stadium scenes, he did one. He did like the one for Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, no, I've seen where they do that. I don't think they had one. I think Sandler did all of because he was constantly entertaining us. It was constantly Adam Sandler coming out and talking to us for 20 minutes.
Huh.
Okay, so we just landed in Italy.
Nope.
I'm watching David Faustino on an old ship in front of the Treasure Island Casino. This is great. I wish you guys were watching this one.
Mamma mia.
I don't know who the girl is in this one. I think I took an acting class with her though once. I got to see her name at the end. She looks so familiar. I can't imagine she is, but boy, she looks exactly like a girl. I don't remember that girl's name, but I feel like I'd know it if I saw it.
Jonathan, what does the stone represent? I'm missing something.
They were saying something earlier that if it attack with the opposite stone of that, you could manifest Sharknadoes at will. So it was like the druids of Stonehenge or something, where like trying to keep it away from the its brother or sister stone.
It sounds similar to the plot of the last Transformers movie, only with sharks. Swords would not cut that easily. He's only been in 5 movies killing sharks.
Well, it's a smart car. What'd you expect? It's gonna, of course, it's gonna crap out on you. They're gonna make a wish. Oh my god! They're gonna throw coins into the famous
and it's gonna actually
wishing fountain in Italy.
I don't know if you're supposed to look after you throw them. Oh, cameo. Downtown Julie Brown.
I was always an Uptown Julie Brown fan.
You mean the other Julie Brown who wasn't Downtown Julie Brown?
She was Uptown.
Oh,
yeah.
She was Uptown?
Yeah, no. They were both on MTV for a while, and at that time, she was called Uptown Julie Brown.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't realize they were there concurrently.
Yes, no, there were 2 Julie Browns on MTV for a short time, and one was Uptown Julie Brown, and one was down. That's why there's a difference.
And yes,
here's our
His Holiness.
His Holiness Fabio. Still not as
yes. Kiss the ring.
I wonder how Fabio qualified for Pope. I mean, don't they have to be over like 75 to qualify as Pope? I don't know.
Oh wow, downtown Julie Brown's becoming a Catwoman.
Oh, Flavio's got a holy chainsaw. I can't believe it's not butter.
It's you
But it'll cut
spray.
through sharks like butter.
It's not butter, it's spray.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it's not butter. Spray.
I was just watching. I don't remember what I was watching the other day, but I was watching something so old that they had the commercial where they're carving him out of marble, and he just immediately eats a muffin, and it's like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Spray.
I did a celebrity workout video panel in Raleigh at a convention, and one of the celebrity workout videos was the Fabio workout.
was that something you chose? You chose that panel?
Which part?
The celebrity.
All of it was chosen by me. That's
No, I
that's
just
an easy
I was
answer.
just I was just curious. Is that someone else's device or your own?
No, I was like, hey, that would be I'm always looking for new things to talk about.
Right.
And it was a hit. People liked it.
Let me guess. Did you also cover the Tracy Lords workout video and
No.
what's her name, Team Steam?
I did.
Alyssa Milano?
That one I did. I did Teen Steam with Alyssa Milano. I did.
What about the China workout video?
Oof.
Did not do that one. Don't know that one. I did the OJ workout. I did the Larry Bud Melman couch potato workout.
Any of the sweating to the oldies?
Did some Richard Simmons. I did Sweating to the Oldies 2, which is the one that takes place at its own theme park. a lot of different ones.
That is
It's
awesome.
all over the place. There's a lot of celebrity work. Had to cover Richard Simmons. We even did a little deal a meal.
Oh wow.
But I also did Zsa Zsa Gabor and lots of just more than you could imagine.
That's cool.
Hulk Hogan and Mr. T shopping for food from TNT.
Oh god. They just had on Stars. They show the Different Strokes reruns. They had the Mr. T episode.
That's a good one. It's called, the title of that show is Mr. T and Mr. T, but the first set is capitalized, all caps, and the second set is all lowercase.
Yeah, because he says I'm Big T, you're Little T.
Little T, yeah.
That was the one where Gary Coleman's just dressed up as Mr. T throughout the whole episode?
Well, most of it, yeah. He's trying to impress this girl.
I love so in that episode, and this is all I can contribute because I do not have Sharknado on, but in that episode, so they get Mr. Drummond to be an extra in the episode,
Right?
And they're like, you're gonna play Mr. T's. You're gonna be making out with Mr. T's girlfriend, and he's gonna come in and beat you up. And I was like, what episode of the A-Team are you guys shooting? I don't know that this.
Yeah, I like how it all revolved around shooting in Mr. Drummond's apartment. Yet the A-Team rarely ever shot in like buildings.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And they're all like Dana Plato's character's like, "Oh my god, I saw George Papard."
Did I lose you?
I'm here.
Okay.
You cut off for a
George
second.
Papard in the elevator, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like none of the other characters from the show were in the.
Oh, so Dirk Benedict wasn't there?
No.
Oh, man,
Nobody was there. George Papard is referenced, but Mr. T was the only one there.
And has a girlfriend now. But yes.
And he had a girlfriend on the show, and he was just angrily beating up anybody that talked to her. And then Mrs. Garrett, or whatever her
no,
name is on that
the
show,
other one, the one that replaced Mrs. Garrett that I don't know the name to.
she comes in and hits him with a vase because she doesn't know they're shooting. And then he picks up like the chalkware fake vase, and he's like, "This is fake," and he slams it in his head, and he's like, "That's real."
Right.
I'll watch that a lot. It's great.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on again on Stars, but you could probably find
I got it. As a matter of fact, let me put that on. I have that right here. I'll watch that right now.
I wonder why Mr. T has never done a cameo for Sharknado.
Oh, they have not paid him enough. That's why.
This is true.
They did, he just did Dancing with the Stars, and he is a very expensive guy to do anything.
Right.
He apparently has saved enough of his money that he doesn't have to do stuff. And Dancing with the Stars gave him enough money to come out and work. But I will tell you this: so like the highest guys for conventions, like the biggest guys, huge monster guys, can do like about 25-30 grand in a weekend, right? And then if they go to like the biggest shows on a super lucky day, super lucky weekend, they can make like 40 or 50 grand. Mr. T's asking price for conventions is 75 grand.
Wow.
And it's just because he doesn't want to do it. It's like his asking price is so high that no one has. The last time I heard of him ever doing one was he did E3 at one point in time.
Oh wow!
And he was there like on behalf of some company that paid him to be there. The company, I think they were putting out either the Rocky game or the Celebrity Deathmatch game. I don't remember which one.
I was gonna say maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was Rocky because Celebrity Deathmatch was like would have predated that.
Yeah.
Because I remember him at one point pimping the Rocky for PS2.
Yeah. So it was probably that.
I was gonna say maybe something doing with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs Part 1.
No, it was before that. But even like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, he didn't do that movie.
Do that one.
Yeah, they
replaced him. They said we just couldn't reach a price on him. He was great and he was gracious and nice and everything. They said we couldn't pay him enough to get him to come back. I mean, I guess I think from what I understand, the stuff I've heard from his daughter and some other people is that he lives a relatively modest lifestyle and only does stuff if they'll pay him a lot because he doesn't have a big desire to work.
I mean, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
We all kind of wish we were in that situation. I guess.
Yes.
Right?
Of course.
I mean, what about Tom Wopat? What the hell's going on there?
I didn't get the whole story on that one.
Well, apparently somebody was getting like a picture with him, and he stuck his hand down her pants put his finger between her butt cheeks.
Yikes!
Who does that?
Not me.
I don't know that I'd want to stick my finger between some random woman's butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Jonathan Navarro, you've done this though, right? There's been
yes, but I mean it's under context. I was at a strip joint, so it's
you're just like that's what
I paid for this, and then they threw me out for touching the girls improperly.
Sure, well they had their eyes on you. I know how it goes. My son, I said to him the other day we were going to Grandma's house. I said, Grandma wants to see you, and he goes, why? I go, he's 6, and I said she wants to kiss you on you. She wants to kiss you and squeeze your cheekies. And he goes, he pauses and looks at me. He goes, my face cheekies or my butt cheekies? I said, your face cheekies. He goes, all right. But he was very concerned. Cheekies you can squeeze and cheekies that are off limits, apparently.
Oh boy!
By the way, we just came across a Last Starfighter Death Blossom.
I missed it. I turned for a second. I saw Margaret Cho being smothered by a wall of sharks.
What time does this end?
I think 10.
Yeah,
right. I would imagine 10. Yeah.
All right, I'm working on it still.
Now they're in Tokyo.
Tokyo.
They went from Italy to Tokyo.
I don't know why.
And of course,
I
into a
can't see this.
capsule hotel.
Let me go to Twitter and see if somebody has an
What?
illegal link.
What?
Oh, I didn't say that out loud.
Sharkzilla. So apparently there's a monster shark now.
Get out of here. My cat's crazy. Stop.
Anything's possible.
What happened?
Let's go to the Xfinity app and look at the live news.
Product placement. Product placement. I don't know what's going on. Let me try my Comcast app. Brought to you by Comcast NBC. Oh, Kathy Lee Hoda and Al Roker.
I watched a movie this morning, Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin,
Oh, God.
which had a lot of product placement. They were just constantly eating like McDonald's French fries.
My favorite has to be the this, what was it? Revenge or Return of the Killer Tomatoes with George Clooney?
Oh,
And they-
Return to the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, and they do like a blatant skit of like product placement.
The one where he's eating the Butterfinger,
Yes,
or was it drinking a Pepsi?
I think
Either way,
it
it's like
was
he's pivoting in
probably
a chair.
it
and
was-
he's like slowly pivoting to keep the item on camera.
no, it was pretty much both. I think, like they were doing like nonstop like product placement.
Okay, so this thing's not a giant shark. It's a bunch of sharks forming into a one shark, or like moving into the shape of a shark.
Oh,
I couldn't tell. They keep like they barely show what it is. You know. I guess it's just the rendering. They couldn't.
they don't have the Michael Bay CGI budget.
Yeah, and of course it's also shot at night, so you know they could easily hide the fact. Oh yeah, this is pretty really bad. I mean, for Sharknado standards.
That's gotta be Nova.
And he just said that.
No, I'm actually quoting him.
Oh, okay. I know, Guy, you're not watching this, but from what I'm seeing, it reminds me of something what somebody described to me as a scene from Shin Godzilla regarding. I hate to spoil, but like you know, from what I was told, like he goes through different forms.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Like he's still a developing creature at one point.
Yeah. He. Oh yeah. Throughout the whole movie, he's evolving. He starts off looking as stupid as possible.
Like Baby Godzilla.
No, like as dumber than Baby Godzilla. He starts out the first time when they show him, I was like, oh, so this is the monster he's gonna fight, this dumb looking thing, and then you find out that is Godzilla and he's just evolving, and I was like, ugh, really? We give him googly eyes and this big stupid neck, but then he evolves into Godzilla. Pretty quickly, he goes from looking like Ankylosaurus to looking a little like Godzilla.
Well, Nova's dying.
Who?
Oh, she's gonna get the bionic treatments.
Probably.
Nova?
Yeah.
Who's Nova?
The background character, the one from the original, who was the waitress in the bar.
Nova.
Yeah, different Nova.
Amy, ugly gorilla.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
That's a great.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
That's the greatest movie ever.
Tim Currying it up in that film. What was he, like a Russian diamond smuggler or something?
Something like that.
Yes. He was so good at that.
I just like that part because the guy's like, "Here, have some cake," and he's like yelling at them to eat the cake, and he's eating it. He's like, "Stop eating my sesame cake."
Yeah, this sesame cake. That's a great scene. Amy, ugly, ugly gorilla. I want to watch that movie now.
That might be a good back-to-back movie viewing. Skull Island and then Congo. I'm contemplating buying summer rental so I could have a back-to-back with One Crazy Summer of the ending being let's race the asshole in a boat race to win.
Summer Rental's a fun one. I haven't seen that in many years.
Actually, I don't know if it's still on sale, but Summer School's on sale on Vudu.
It's one of the best.
It was funny. A couple years ago, I was going through it. I was thinking it was like some sort of one of those like 80s teen boob comedies, but it was like an earnestly like decent comedy. I mean,
Yeah. Carl Reiner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised it wasn't bigger.
And that was also a big year for Courtney Thorne-Smith because she was in that and she was in Revenge of the Nerds too.
Hold on. I think my computer's freezing up.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, because it's in the middle of my Sunday night backups, and then also for some reason it's also running my virus scan at the same time.
Oh boy. Because you're watching Sharknado, it's running for viruses. Yeah. So I still haven't seen anything in regards to Lava Lantula 3, except for a Wikipedia page that looks fake.
So what's a lava lantula? It's lava and a tarantula?
Yeah, with Steve Guttenberg. And pretty much the same concept. A monster meeting a natural disaster and chaos and random cameos. I forget who else they said. Who else was in the Lava Lantula, the first one? It was the main characters were like the Goot, Michael Winslow, the one.
Oh right, Michael Winslow was
and
like the sidekick, right?
Yeah, him and Marion Ramsey. Hooks from the Police Academy movies, and then Nia Peoples is like Goot's ex-wife or something. And then the kid from Sandlot.
Who, Tom Gyrie?
No, the Hamilton.
Oh, sorry, I got my mic nowhere near you guys. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Which one was Hamilton?
The heavyset one.
Oh wow, okay.
He's not really heavyset too much anymore, but he was like Goot's sidekick. He like finds him on like a tour bus because Goot's supposed to be like a B movie actor. Like he's down in his luck now. He was like successful in like the 80s and 90s.
Wow, so he's playing himself.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
The Goot's doing better than all of us. We shouldn't make fun of the Goot.
I wasn't making fun of the Goot.
I was.
Okay. I'm surprised he hasn't done any Supercons.
I'm surprised he hasn't too. You know what they need to do in this movie? At some point, when a shark eats somebody, somebody needs to turn to the camera and go, "World star hip hop." That would
I'm surprised they
Make it-
haven't done anything like that, but I guess that
make it so realistic. Like literally now, anytime I see two people fighting, that's what I say.
they should have like ghetto Sharknado. Like they only showcase like Harlem, Oakland,
Oh, down
all
there.
of Chicago.
Well, isn't it
Well,
the usual trend for like horror and monster films? It's like, okay, so they take it whatever nature, then in the city, or like not urban, but like like New York, and then they go to space,
Right.
and the next thing is
That
good in
makes
the hood. You know,
That's
right.
well, that was Leprechaun, but yeah, that's kind of the general idea. I heard rumor that Chucky's supposed to be going to space eventually. Oh, Gilbert.
wow, he's almost unrecognizable for some like he's very
Dilbert or Gilbert?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert.
Just making sure. I just want to make sure.
Well, I lowered the volume earlier.
We had our Gilbert cameo for the movie. Because I think wasn't he in the last one?
Oh, I don't know. I still haven't seen the fourth one.
I think he had like a similar cameo where Al Roker's like, "Oh, let's turn to our guy in the field," and he's like,
John, weren't you discussing him in Problem Child?
Yes. He was also in Problem Child. Went from a lowly essential social worker, I guess, for adoption agency, and somehow
just gave him a different part,
and somehow brings him up to a principal at a middle school.
Wasn't he a dentist in one of those movies? I feel like he was.
Maybe in the third one. I
Maybe
never really saw the third one because I remember it was direct to like TV movie.
Yeah.
And I remember like there were no characters from like didn't have John Ritter's wife, didn't have the kid. I think maybe Jack Warden was in it.
All right, let me tell you. You know what movie series you got to watch for no other reason than for the way that they connect the films is the Air Bud movies, because literally they'll be like, okay, I'm the husband in this one. The next one I'm the dentist. Oh, hey, I'm back being the husband again. And you're like, what? Wait, what's going on? Like they were never meant to be shown back to back. So like you watch them back. They're kind of like one of those things where the sequels only make sense if you wait a year in between and then watch it without refreshing your memory, because you're like, oh yeah, okay, I think I remember that. Okay, that sounds right. But if you literally just watch, you're like, wait a minute, something seriously wrong here, because her son is now her husband.
That's like how they finally linked up the Stan Lee cameos in the Marvel films.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it was interesting. I looked up Problem Child 3. Jack Warden was in it as Big Ben, and then Gilbert Gottfried as Dr. Peabody. So you're probably right on the dentist.
I think that's the one I saw, where he's like a dentist or whatever.
I guess he became a dentist.
Yeah, I feel like I watched that.
But William Catt replaced John Ritter. William Catt, a.k.a. the Greatest American Hero.
Oh, okay.
Greatest American Hero. I always regret I got a chance to get a picture with him and Robert Culp for $40, and I turned it down.
Oh.
And I wish I had gotten it. Well, I don't know that I wish I had gotten it. It would have been neat, but what would I do with it?
You don't know. Probably worth more now that Robert Culp is gone.
Well, it would have been that's the point. You couldn't get it now. But I mean, my point about it is, like, what would I do with a photo of me with the two of them? I mean, I'd put it on the wall, I guess, but
yeah,
I got a lot of other cool photos, and they're not on the wall. It's probably, but it'd be pretty cool. I love that show. When I was a kid, I thought Robert Culp was awesome.
He was a big deal, the show, that show, and then what was the one with Bill Cosby? I Spy.
Oh yeah, no, I Spy with Bill Cosby.
Was that the one where they go and investigate a crime and then he'd invite that girl up to his room?
Yeah, that's how they would do it.
That's the one where he's like undercover, like he's a boxer and his promoter or something like that. No, I'm thinking of the movie. I'm sorry. No, he was a tennis coach, right? In the TV show.
I think tennis coach is right. Yeah.
Maybe.
I Spy.
God. Now there's a shark god involved. Guessing
I was like reading about like people that were attacked by sharks that like pull their eyeballs out and stuff.
Go pulled the shark's eyeball out, or are they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you pull the shark's eyeball out, that shark will leave you alone.
Well, that's like they were saying recently. Some girl got attacked by a gator, and she realized, you put your fingers in its nose and it can't breathe, so it lets you go.
Well, the funny thing about animals is, so like if you watch two dogs fight, and it's a little dog and a big dog, if the little dog gets a really good bite in on the big dog will go, hey, you know what? I've had enough of this. They'll leave because they don't have pride like human beings. So to him, he doesn't care whether he loses to a big dog or a little dog. When the going gets rough, he's out of here, And I do find that interesting. It's like if you're fighting a shark and you rip his eye out, the shark's not going to be like, if two humans are fighting and one rips the other guy's eye out, he'll be like, oh, I'm getting that guy. I'm going to go to his house tomorrow and get him. The shark's like, oh, I'm getting away from that guy. I'm leaving. Sharks are interesting, though. From what I understand, they can only swim forward. Is that right? They can't swim side to side or backwards.
Yeah, I think I heard something like that. We kept freaking out. I took vacation a couple of weeks ago to an island off the west coast of Florida, and we just kept freaking out. Every time we got deep enough, we're like, uh-oh, sharks.
Yeah, I don't like sharks. I don't like going in the ocean.
I'm more of a pool person than a beach person, but the beach was right there.
No, for me, I don't go in the water at the beach. I go in the water at the pool. The pool is designed for me. The beach is the ocean throws you back to shore. Every time you go in, it throws you back out.
This was actually rather gentle.
It clearly doesn't want you in there. Get out. No, the beach. I don't like the beach at all. I like the boardwalk, but the actual beach I don't like. It's sandy. I don't like sand.
As a South Jersey native, what's your favorite boardwalk?
Well, I was going to say Santa Monica, followed by Santa Cruz.
Oh, so none of the Jersey.
I don't know. I don't know. Atlantic City is fun. Atlantic City's fun.
AC's fun. They've been building that up. I haven't been in a while. My favorite has to be Keansburg, but I haven't been there in a while.
I haven't been there. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's great stuff. I don't like the beach. I like the swimming pool. I like chlorine. I was in a swimming pool today. I love going swimming. I just
there's no risk of things attacking you except for like tiny bugs and bees.
That's what it is.
Dragonflies.
I just like being, knowing that there's a lot of chlorine between me and everything else.
Right.
Well, you can actually see, at least for me, like do you ever like when you swim in the ocean, like you see people like swimming with their eyes open, like you be able to see through the ocean? Like I don't know, the salt water is like, isn't it just irritating? Like,
yes, it is. We got salt water in our eyes quite a bit when we were out there. It was still fairly clear, and you could see like fish swimming around and like school of fish here, school of fish there.
Yeah, you can't do that in New Jersey. You look at the water here.
No, you can't do it. This was
dark, but I've been to like the Bahamas and stuff. It's nice to see the water where it's clear and all that, but it's just not for me. There's a swimming pool on the top of the hotel. I'm happy. I don't know if I want to go to a hotel swimming pool either, though.
They're interesting sometimes. We used to go to Trump Plaza in AC.
Oh man, Al Roker swinging a bat at a shark.
Because he
Roker.
can.
Man, this movie's getting better and better. Why am I not watching it? Oh yeah, that's right, because I spent 45 minutes trying to.
Yeah.
Well, just a moment ago, they thought they solved the problems with all the Sharknadoes. It had to do with an ancient. I don't know what it was. It was just a bunch of gears and whatnot, and then they somehow screwed it up, and now they unleashed the mother of all Sharknado storms throughout the world.
Of course.
It's like something you'd see out of like a Tomb Raider or some sort of Sierra adventure game. Oh, and he's parting the seas.
Sierra adventure games. There is something that brings me back. My God.
Police Quest.
Oh, those are great. I played. I found online one time, probably about a decade ago, somebody who was a guy who created games for Sierra had put up the files for a couple of his games, and I downloaded all of them. My favorite one was the Black Cauldron game, but they were these great Sierra games. They were just awesome. Those games were great. You'd walk around and then you'd pick things up.
Yeah, and all the Quest games they had. Police Quest, King's Quest.
Oh, yes.
King's Quest games were pretty brutal. Like, I think it was either 3 or 5. You missed one thing at the very beginning of the game, and you pretty much get screwed, like, once you get, like, by the 5th disc. Back when they, used to put games on diskettes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God. You
and
know what?
I start the game over again.
Yeah.
I love playing. I played. I have a CD-ROM game that's really fun. I don't remember exactly the title, but it's a Frankenstein game, and Tim Curry plays Dr. Frankenstein.
Huh.
That one I've wanted to play.
You remember this?
Yes, I remember seeing previews in a magazine, but I've never.
Yeah,
had a chance.
It's great. But here's the crazy thing. So, like, you're Frankenstein's monster. And he's like, I brought you to life. Well, I have some work to do. I'm going to go to my books now. And so, like, you've got to wander around. And occasionally, you'll come up to him and he's at his table. He's like, I'm really busy with all this work. But perhaps you could look for a blue key. And then you go and you leave. And every time I'm like, wait a minute, you just brought me to life. You don't think it's worth helping me out here? You have something better to do?
My greatest creation. I brought you to light. Okay, I gotta go do some stuff.
I gotta do my taxes here. Oh God! You ever play Phantasmagoria?
No, but I've watched a Let's Play of it, and that's.
Yeah, I guess Let's Play is the way to go with that stuff.
It really is. That's
it was one of those ones. Like as a kid, I did play through Leisure Suit Larry series. I've played through the 7th Guest, like a lot of horror games that are on CD-ROM, but like Phantasmagoria, like I remember just seeing screenshots of it in magazines. It's like, no, this one was just too intense for me.
You know what was an interesting game was Manhunter by Sierra. That's
Manhunter.
I think it's like along the same lines of like Phantasmagoria or something. Like you're going through the streets of New York, and you like
it was a series of like 3 or 4 games, and each one. It took place in a different major city. Right? You're like a detective, right?
Right. Like you have to go to Bellevue and like you got to read this toe tag, and then you go to this. You find this cult in like Bryant. It's either Bryant Park or Central Park. That you do like you have to like throw knives between this guy's fingers.
Oh wow!
And if you don't, if you hit him like more than 3 times, like he picks you up and squeezes your head.
I just remember like Phantasmagoria. What I remember was you were like at this like cottage or whatever, and things would happen, but then you'd have to switch discs because there was like 7 CD-ROMs.
That was a fun thing about growing up with those games, like Switch 2, Disc 2.
And sometimes you'd switch, and then they'd make you switch back right away.
Oh yeah, like if you go to a different corridor of like.
Yeah, you'd go to like you go in a door, they'd be like, "Wait, go back to disc 4," and you'd be like, "No, I just did 4."
Bethesda had a recent game like that, Rage. It was by the id team, the people who did Doom and Wolfenstein, and it was Xbox 360, and they had 2 discs, And once you got to a certain spot, it was like put in the second disc, and then if you went back, you had to put the first disc back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they released it for the when they didn't allow you to offload a bunch of things onto the hard drive itself.
So, Jonathan Navarro, Batman v Superman. Did you like it?
I enjoyed it for the capes and the fights, but
What was
I mean, as a
wrong
film, what was wrong with it? Just the overall
Too dark.
Yeah, too dark. That's pretty much it. I mean, like visually, aesthetically, and then also just, I mean, who was it? Cripes. Now I'm trying to remember the character. What was it, like a senator? The one that
Oh, Holly Hunter's
Holly
character?
Hunter.
yeah.
Oh.
Like they get blown up, at on Capitol Hill. I was pretty.
They blow up the whole Capitol, and Superman
Yeah.
just is right there. Yeah.
Speaking of blowing up, I think Tara Reid just blew up.
Is she dead?
It's possible. He's digging
I
her
think this
out.
would be like the third time she's died.
Oh no. He found her.
But going back to Batman vs Superman, no, retroactively now I don't enjoy it as much, if only because after seeing Wonder Woman.
I haven't seen that, so that's
Okay,
gonna make
then
it
I'm not
worse.
gonna. Then I really I don't want to spoil because it really hinges on.
Yeah, don't spoil. I have twice walked out of a room where they were doing a panel and they were like, I'm sure you guys all saw Spider-Man. I'm going to just talk about it for 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'll go get a beer and then I'll come back. So I have avoided spoilers for both of those movies. I'm waiting for them to come to home video, so I can get a VHS tape of them and watch them on my VCR on my home video player.
Okay, so he found Tara's head. And it's kind of twitching a la Alien.
Yeah, well, it's funny thing that it's like she's off color, not because of like the soot, but it looks like she's actually a corpse.
Yeah. And the big pan out. No. Okay. Another ad for Xfinity.
Oh yeah, as the world was blowing up, like these flags for Xfinity kept flying around.
Because there's no other ads in the world except Xfinity.
Oh, wow, I actually went to the Sharknado Apocalypse. Cripes.
That should be the next movie, the Sharkpocalypse. Did they just do a Back to the Future? Dolph Lundgren?
Oh no, they pulled a got Lost in Space. You know what I mean, right? You saw the Lost in Space film?
Yes! So, Dolph Lundgren is Finn's son, Gil, from in the future.
I'm so glad he could speak English well now. I went back to watch Masters of the Universe because it was the 30th anniversary.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
This past week.
Where's the power? I think the thing is he probably learned original English from Stallone, which didn't help him.
Well, you know, the weird thing is, you know, like that stuff in Expendables where he's like super smart. He really actually has a degree in all that.
Right.
Yeah, he's like a chemist or a physicist or something.
Yeah, he's like weirdly intelligent.
This is awkward. And another Back to the Future reference. Oh, and a third Back to the Future. Well, it's Universal, so they can get away with that.
What are the Back to the Future references?
When he first shows up, Dolph Lundgren, they do the 3 flashing lights, and now like
oh no, to be continued. God.
And then from there, he was like, Ian Ziering was like, "Do you need a license for this?" And Dolph Lundgren goes, "Where we're going, you don't need a license." And then the flux capacitor and the time circuits, and apparently the Humvee has hover mode, and they fly off, and then to be continued, a la Back to the Future.
And it was quite literally the flux capacitor.
Yeah. Well, it's
universal.
Awesome. Well, it's Universal, so they can get away with it. They're not going to sue themselves.
Sure. That's awesome, though. I like that.
Which still baffles me because when they put out that promo a couple of years ago for like the Jaws 19, like they could have like incorporated at some point a Sharknado reference, but I guess they didn't. Anyway, it looks like our show's over.
Well, I wish I had seen some of it. In a couple months, when it's available, I'll watch it. Maybe even tomorrow, it might be available.
True, and then you can post your thoughts on your social networks.
Well, no, you know what? I'll listen to us talking while I watch it. And be like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Sync the beginning of this feed up to the movie.
I'll do this. Yeah, this is what I'll do. Okay, this is me watching it. Oh, there you go, Matt. Yep. Oh, John, now I see what you mean. Oh,
I see what you did there.
Very good, Jonathan. I got it.
Oh, that's nice. They have an in memory of John Hurd because he was in the first one.
Yeah, I forgot he was in the first one.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for everyone at home for viewing this, and of course, it'll be available on YouTube soon. Guy, what are you up to these days? Plug whatever you'd like.
You know what? I have so little. I have had if you asked me a few weeks ago, I had plenty, but I don't have anything in the pipeline other than I have a book announcement that I'm going to wait just because I'm going through a couple of things with it. But I have a very cool book that hopefully will be available in about a month, maybe 2 months. And it's a humor book, so it'll be funny.
Very cool. We should hope so. If it's not, if it's a humor book and it's not funny, then you're letting a lot of people.
Well, there's always that. But I'm going to wait on that, and I have 0 conventions that I am signed for in the future. So, so I have nothing, literally nothing to promote.
All right, Drunk on Disney coming back, or?
Oh yeah, well we should have an episode. I mean, I have a bunch of recorded episodes. I don't know when we'll record an episode, but we have several that we have recorded at conventions that have to go up. So including Jonathan was at the one that we were told not to record, which I have that as well.
Wait, Jonathan told you not to record it, or they told you not to?
No, we did one. I'll tell you. So we did one, and we had a guest who I'm not going to name her, but she's a very nice lady who works on a children's property, a children's program, and was concerned about something we would say, which, Jonathan, you were there. There was nothing we said that was, out of the ordinary. It was fine.
I thought you were going to say
nothing that would have.
Yeah. But she was very concerned. Right. So I may go through that and just remove her completely from it, or I don't know. Maybe I won't use it.
It was Tara Reid. You could admit it. You could tell us.
Tara Reid would have been cool. Well, the weird thing about it is, so she was very concerned. She didn't want to go on with us because she was like, "Oh, you guys are going to get me fired from everything." And I said,
What?
"No, no, no."
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
but I also was like, "Look, if that's how you feel, don't come on. That's cool."
Yeah.
But Dana it was like, "No, come on, you'll have a good time," which I don't think is true. I don't think she did have a good time on number
She
one.
sounds very uptight.
But she was very worried, that this would, that Disney and Nickelodeon and Hasbro and Mattel and every other company in the world would be like, well, you'll never work for us after talking to Kai Hutchinson. That's
God.
the kiss of death. The vulgarities that were said. But so I did record that episode, so there may be some part of it I can use. But if not, I still have. We did 3 live shows in Denver, and 2 of them were great and very. It was just a very general conversation. A lot of talk about the Hall of Presidents and some other Horizons and some other old Disney rides. So.
Yeah.
So those will be coming back. So I got
Very
Drunk
cool.
on Disney coming back soon. There was an episode, I guess, a week and a half ago, and there'll be a new one probably tomorrow or the next day.
Oh, very nice. Jonathan, you have anything you want to plug?
Not really. I guess my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Disco Hero. Currently, I've been playing Splatoon 2. I'm thinking about going back on playing some Friday the 13th, and I'm still trying to plan. I was going to do a marathon of the Simpsons game. I kind of missed the 30th anniversary 2 weeks ago, but
Oh.
I still got that plan going.
That's cool.
I averaged I played through it once in a marathon. I got about 8
Who do
hours.
you
I'm trying
play
to
as?
break it down to 6. Oh, you play as the whole entire cast.
No, I know, but who do you play as?
What do you mean?
Do you do Marge with the vacuum cleaner?
Oh, in the arcade game, yes. No,
Is
no,
that the
I'm
game
playing.
we're talking about, or another game?
No, he's talking
No,
about the movie one.
Correct, from 2007.
Oh no, okay.
But yeah, you play as everyone.
I do
in
the
that
arcade one. I always do Marge with the vacuum.
Oh yeah, that one you could do in like 15 minutes. Like
I think I always play as Homer, if not Marge.
No, definitely Marge because she's got the reach.
Yeah, well, that was like Ninja Turtles with Donatello.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Very nice talking to you both.
Yeah, awesome stuff. We will be back with more on theacpn.com while it's still a domain, and all of our fine programming gobbledygook. That's all I can say. You know where to find us. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. You guys are the best. Bye.
Yay.